He always just does magic when like
Kai Havertz to Bayern Munich, Tonali, Arda, Güler, Goretzka, and Julián Álvarez links for the summer. Now, I know the transfer window is shut. I know at the very earliest we can't wait until the off-season, but we might as well entertain some of the nonsense rumours, people, and humour ourselves. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that great stuff. Let me share my screen with you guys, if it will let me. Technical difficulties. Here we go. Bayern Munich want Arsenal man as star signing in the summer with company side fully confident. There's many layers from a financial point of view. As much as Kai Havertz is a valued squad player, he's on big wages. You could find, you could make the gap up in other ways. He is a key player of Mikel Arteta's system. We are going to need to utilize him in that Odegaard role, potentially in the left eight and up front in what's left of the season, whether you or I like it or not. Bayern Munich apparently want to sign Kai Havertz in the summer transfer window, according to reports. We have seen rumors that he'll sign a one-year extension, maybe to protect his resale value. I'm sure he might jump at the chance to return to Germany and sign for a club of Bayern Munich stature, especially if they're going to give him decent wages and a decent length of deal. Obviously, Arsenal, where I would more say the Trossards, the Martinellis, the Gabriel Jesuses, then it's a Kai Havertz. We might need to be a bit cute and clever with how we future-proof the squad. There is no time for sentiment, people. It was hoped Kai would only be out for a few weeks. I mean, can we see what the German side are on? Bayern Munich will spare no financial resources to ensure that the homegrown talent once again forms the foundation of the success in Bavaria as they look to make their star signing. The Bundesliga outfit are fully confident they can land the Arsenal star in the summer, and mutual interest between the club and the player appears to be the driving force behind the negotiations during the coming months of planning, which is quite mad because we're getting linked with a couple of Bayern players. They're being linked with Kai Havertz, so it's a bit of a weird one. This is once again said that companies men are eyeing that up. I'm sure from a financial point of view, Berta might look at the 270 grand a week he's earning and say, let's cut that. Let's be honest, Kai is a versatile Swiss Army knife. There's a reason to call Julian Nagelsmann and Mikel Arteta like him, but we did fail upwards with, while he's played up front before, we failed upwards with playing him as a striker. And, if Gyökeres locks it down, if Eze and Odegaard get back to things, while he's a valued squad player, you could argue it's a lot of money, man. What's left of this season is he's gonna be required. Why is it not scrolling down? Okay, that was a bit weird. It's now emerged that Bayern are plotting a move to sign Havertz this summer as they look for cover for Harry Kane and a replacement for Nicholas Jackson. So that might be where these rumors are coming from. I do remember Sammy Motbell saying Arsenal are planning to sell a star man last season. Now, star man is subjective. I'm lying a bit, but star man could be Saka, or key player, I think was the right words. It could be Saka, it could be Kai Havertz, it could be Mikel Merino. You see the point, like, you can't just assume what's going on. So yeah, apparently they are said to be preparing a major financial offer to convince Arsenal to part ways. Bearing in mind we spent 60 odd million quid on him, his deal's up until 2028. May not have a better chance, but as we all know, Mikel Arteta does like him. But you do have to make spots for the 1 year. He's for potential replacements, yada yada yada. So what do we make of that? Ryan Taylor of the Evening Standard has said Arsenal are due to assess a possible move for Ayot Bawardi, 18, in the coming months. Initial loose talks have already taken place with his entourage, but there's no guarantee those exploratory conversations will develop into something more. He did sign a new deal in January, but played coy on his long-term future. Clearly, Leo are going to make great money for him. He signed that new deal to protect, be giving a bit to the club. Let them get a decent fee. Chelsea apparently also tracking Bawardi, but sources close to the player have intimated that it's likely to be a straight shootout between PSG and Arsenal for the player if both those clubs decide to formalize their interest. I mean, to stay in France, play for the strongest team in France, to win titles and maybe another Champions League and learn from Luis Enrique, that might be too good to turn down. But Arsenal, Chelsea, PSG, you've got a lot of decisions to make, people. Apparently, we asked the question of Bayern Munich regarding Leon Goretzka, but it's not expected to happen. The Gunners are happy with the strength of their squad heading into the running. Now, there are some reports that we inquired around Goretzka. He gave his word to Bayern that he wants to participate in what's left of the season and then leave as a free transfer. I mean, based on the amount of central midfielders, pure central midfielders, not a Yildiz, Arda, Güler, guys that can play everywhere and they're great. We are being linked with a lot of centre midfielders. You don't know I want one. I want another one. I want Zubimendi. I want Rice. And I want Miles Lewis-Skelly. Of course, you've got the Marinos and the Havertzes if they stay and Norgards to provide some cover. Would you not have Goretzka? Wouldn't you? Let me know your thoughts on that. We've also been linked with a left back. So let's add fuel to the fire that Miles Lewis-Skelly is being linked with a move away. Arsenal are competing apparently with Leeds United for Borussia Dortmund left back Daniel Sevenson, according to a report, which, if true, means Chelsea will get the chance to sign Miles Lewis-Skelly from the Gunners in the summer of 2026. Who said he won't be used as a midfielder? Who said he still won't be utilised? Who said he might potentially, like 1 year, go out on loan and go get some football? Bearing in mind, he's only 19. According to Blind, Arsenal are among the clubs that want to sign Sevenson from Dortmund in the summer of 2026. The German publication has claimed that Leeds in particular are keen on the 23-year-old who is subject of interest from Inter Milan as well. He's a left back by trade. I mean, anytime we're linked with defenders, you kind of have to take it in, people. Apparently, they want 30 million euros, which equates to 26 million quid. We do have Hincapié, Miles Lewis-Skelly, and Calafiori, who can all play in a number of roles, but they're all left backs there. Timber at a push can be moved over there. I wouldn't rule it out, but surely, if anything, we need more cover at right back or a versatile defender that can play on the right-hand side. We don't have many options beyond Timber, Benjamin White, and I think Mascara could do a job there, but I've never seen it. Arsenal's interest in Sevenson suggests that Arteta and sporting director Andrea Berta are looking to reshuffle the left-back spot. Chelsea could find a way to sign Miles Lewis-Skelly. Talk about getting 2 and 2 and making $1 million. We reported at the time Real Madrid have also scouted the 19-year-old England international, people. I mean, you would make a lot of money on him. Can't say I believe it, those people. So I'll leave that one there. Why is this freezing? What is going on here? What is this? Romano spoken on Sandro Tonali. In the summer, keep an eye on Tonali. We will tell you more soon, but there's Juventus interested, which I think he goes back to Italy. There are a number of Premier League top clubs interested. So I'm sure for Tonali, the summer is going to be busy, very busy. With Arsenal, because Arsenal, and this is important, I told you also yesterday, Arsenal are interested in the player. Arsenal are considering Tonali, but there are more clubs in England and on Italy with Juventus. So at the moment, nothing concrete. Also, because his agent said we have to see Newcastle's position. We have to respect Newcastle in this story. So let's see around the end of February, March, April, when agents in Newcastle will meet to discuss what Newcastle decide to do. I mean, didn't he sign a new deal? We've also been linked with an Ajax man as well as Barcelona. I can't pronounce his name, Guts, but he's described as a direct and pacey left winger. I think left wing or a game-changing left winger is everything we probably want from an Arsenal perspective as in relation to our fans. Like, that's the priority. Everything else falls into place. Interest from the Bundesliga and Serie A as well in that regard. David Ornstein, despite Tonali's agent questioning things, has said there's been some conjuncture over who holds the real power. His agent had offered him to Arsenal. Arsenal looked into it. Then it was made clear there was absolutely no possibility. There was no club-to-club talk. So it didn't go anywhere. And apparently he's going frustrated at Newcastle. He's been linked with Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester City, and probably every decent Italian club, people. So, yeah, that's going to add fuel to the fire. Obviously, Eddie Howe and his agent have quashed it. There's been no comments from Arsenal in that regards, people. I mean, he's on 150 grand a week until 2029. Obviously, you know, he might think I want to try something else. He said, if you have an option for your life for another team, you need to think about everything. I don't want to say yes. I want to stay here 10 years, but now I'm happy here. I don't think anything about any other team. If it's a straight shootout between Gomares and Tonali, let me know in the comments which one would you go for, people. And this is said once it actually loads, if it loads, people. Arsenal received Tonali message as 95 million euros asking price set. There's no way we are doing that, people. Oh, that's in relation to Adam Wharton with Man United. So this journalist played a bit of a blinder there. We've also been linked with Julián Álvarez. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Barcelona are said to be in the mix. Arsenal and Chelsea will provide competition to Barcelona. It will set you back 100-odd million euros. Apparently, Arsenal and Chelsea are pushing hard for the 26-year-old. His agent recently traveled to the UK, where he may have had contact with 2 other London clubs. Now, I assume his agent has more than one client, in this case, Mr. Alvarez, on his book. So it could have been for a player with nothing else in relation to that. We all know agents play a bit of a game. Me, personally, I think he's going to be Lewandowski's replacement at Barcelona. Keeping up the theme with Bayern Munich, Arsenal, City, and Chelsea apparently are all showing an interest in Lenneth Carl. Ever since he said his dream is to play for Real Madrid, in which he had a trial there as a kid, there's been rumors around his future, people. So I take it with a pinch of salt. We saw firsthand what this 17-year-old could do. Bayern would be crazy to let him go. If they are crazy to let him go, as they did let Yildiz leave for free, bring him to the carpet for me. We're tracking 2 Bayern players allegedly, so you'd imagine Goretzka is one of them. Oh, we're laying the groundwork for Elise. Nobody believes this, but it's lit for what it's worth. Going back on the Goretzka stuff. Apparently, we submitted a bid to Goretzka on deadline day, but the player said no and insisted he wanted to finish the season at Bayern and then take the next step in the summer. The Premier League is Goretzka's preferred destination. Should Arsenal make another move, it'd be an interesting option for him. I reckon he ends up at Man United. Why? I don't know. It wouldn't be Arsenal transfer rumours without being linked with Arda Güler. We're said to be moving forward in our pursuit of Arda Güler, with steps being taken towards a possible summer deal from Real Madrid. Surely they do the Hendrick thing or the Odegaard thing in that if they think he needs to get more football, and they are getting Nico Paz, surely they loan him out for a year or two before pulling the plug if that's what they want to do on him permanently, people. And we've also been linked with a young talented player at Middlesbrough. Arsenal and Chelsea, as well as Liverpool and City, are tracking 17-year-old striker Cruz Ibe. People. Sources have told us Arsenal and Chelsea are pushing particularly hard for the prolific forward, who is widely regarded inside Rockcliffe Park as one of the most gifted attacking talents the club has produced in years. Liverpool and City are said to be monitoring him, people. Who knows, man? If we could get him, why not, people? And it seems like Middlesbrough have been raided for a number of kids. The 17-year-old has a blend of pace, power, and natural finishing ability. I mean, bring him to the carpet, people. If we can bring him to the carpet and he's first team level and can progress to the first team, great. If we can make some money, great. From a first team perspective, it might make sense to stay at Middlesbrough or go elsewhere. And you know what? Middlesbrough probably get promoted to the Premier League, people, as well in that regard. So it'd be interesting. But everybody's getting linked with everyone. A lot of this looks like nonsense.